Friday edition, Mr. Irrelevant. Alex Strouf, Josh DiMaggio, Will Sommers, Hunter Vaughn with you. Good to be with you on this Friday ahead of our spring sabbatical, taking the next week off as Joshy and I gallivant across the country separately. He would like that part to be known. We will not be together.
Yes.
But both going on vacation next week, so we're taking the next week off, a little post-football season unplugged session, and then we'll be back with you the following week. Ton to get to today in terms of the Packers, the Bucks, and all the in-betweens. Will wants to talk about guys making steaks on PS4s, apparently. I don't really know what that means, but...
He's making stuff on his PS4 every day until he does a beef Wellington. I didn't know PlayStation's got hot enough for people to cook food on it.
Here's the thing, I don't think they do.
They do. I saw a video of it.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
If you turn off the
stuff up.
Yeah, if you turn off the cooling stuff, most computers get that hot.
That can't be healthy to eat.
Of course not.
No,
Have
it's
you ever
not.
seen the guy who makes food in his hotel room, and he uses like the coffee pot, and then he'll like sous vide in the sink.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's gross. It's very gross.
No, the only food videos I watch are I don't think I said this on. Did I say this to you the other day? About what, if I wasn't doing this, what I would like to do?
If you did, I probably wasn't listening.
That's probably fair, too.
Yeah.
You do that a lot. I said if I wasn't doing this, I want to be a sorority or fraternity chef.
No, you didn't say that, but I bet I know the guy you watch that does it.
Is it the guy that just beat cancer? Hell
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that guy. He's awesome. And watching him get creative and cook things in the masses is really entertaining to me. Because obviously, I enjoy cooking. I think I'm pretty good at cooking. But I only cook for me and one other person. Cooking for 30 to 40 people at a time, that seems thrilling to me.
What list is longer? Things you're good at or things you're not so good at?
Oh.
According to you.
Yeah, according to me, that's a great point by you, Will. That is an important asterisk to put on there. I would say the list of things I'm not good at is probably longer.
Interesting.
But
he just knows. Hang on. You only said that because you know what the response would have been if you said the other answer. That's not what you actually think.
No, because I don't think that's true. I don't think I'm good at that many things. I think I'm good at my job. I think I'm good at this. It's the only thing I've ever done since I was like 12, so I think I've gotten relatively good at this, all things considered. I think I'm good at cooking. That's probably about it. Like I can't think of. I think I'm pretty good at karaoke.
What? You just go from your job to karaoke?
Yeah. Well, I went from cooking to karaoke, actually. Like, I'm trying to think of what qualifies as good, right? So, like, when my head goes to, if I'm good at something, that means I'm in the top what percent of the average American? Top 30%? That equals good, right? If you're in the top 30% of quarterbacks in the NFL, that makes you a good quarterback.
You consider yourself a top 30% cooker in all of America?
Yeah, because but hold on a minute. What you don't realize, and maybe you do, you live with your significant other. Do you guys split the cooking responsibilities, or does just one of you cook?
It depends.
Does one of you cook more than the other?
It used to be one way, now it's the other, because I cook for myself now. Because of the Milwaukee weight loss program.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so actually, I'm the only one cooking because left up to the other portion of my household, they'll just eat whatever's laying around.
Okay.
Girl dinner.
Girl dinner, as they call that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Buttered noodles, baby.
Sometimes I see things and I'm like, that
isn't a dinner.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when I leave my lovely lady alone. She just doesn't eat or eat something that looks awful. I do all the cooking in our household.
Right,
but you have to think, a majority of American households, one person is handling the majority of meals. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, but you're thinking too small. Every single person who works in a restaurant, I'd say, is a better cooker than you.
100%.
Every person in a kitchen.
Not every person in a kitchen, but the chefs for sure, obviously.
I worked at Dairy Queen, so that would qualify me.
and Will didn't know what a baking sheet was.
I wasn't thinking of fast food. I was thinking of...
You just said a kitchen at a restaurant.
So I guess what is the MIA? MIA, happy Friday the 13th, by the way to you, Jamie Jaime. Hello, Josh. Hey, Tyler. Hey, Levi. Good to be with you on this Friday. What do we qualify as good? You have to be in the top what percent? Because I would say I'm probably in the top 30% of the United States in cooking.
Strouf.
I would say I'm probably in
Hang
the
on.
top 30% of the United States in karaoke singing.
I
And
just
would say
did the
I'm definitely
math.
in the top 30% of United States in this.
Do the
So,
math.
according to Google, there are 267 million people in the U.S. that are above the age of 18.
Okay.
So that means you are in the top 80 million of anything you're saying that you're good at, because that's 30%.
Hey, you'd be hard pressed to find 79,999,999 people better than me at cooking. I dare you to try it,
don't
Hunter.
think so.
I dare you to try it.
I think I could get close to 80 million, and I wouldn't get out of the Midwest.
He's lying.
A self-report of men.
That's lying.
Meh.
Josh,
Also,
that bothers me more than anything else that's been discussed in the show. Hold on a minute. Will, every time I've cooked for you, you eat more than everybody else there.
Yeah,
he's a grown boy.
It's a free meal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you always go, man, this is delicious. How'd you do this?
What do you want me to say?
It's because he eats like a raccoon.
So when he eats like a steak and cheese slider
Yeah.
that I pulled out.
It's unfathomable flavor explosion to him.
That's like a 5-star Michelin meal to me.
And the I think there's a difference between being a good cook and being able to follow things that people have shown you. Or
I'm ready to throw the show sheet in the trash. Okay? If you guys are going to question me, Will, what are you good at? What are you good at?
Pogo sticking. I'm very good at pogo sticking.
Okay. That was not the first response. What else? Let me rephrase. Is the list of things you are good at versus things you are not good at, which one's longer?
Not good at.
Josh?
not good at
That
by
should,
tenfold.
Yeah, that should be for
And Hunter, you would agree.
Yes.
So why are you beating up on me for giving you an honest answer when you all agree with me?
Because I think
we
you
saw you do
adjusted
the
your
3-cone
answer.
drill.
Yeah, I never said I was going to be good at it. I thought I would be better than I was. But
hitting a baseball.
Yeah, hitting a baseball, throwing a baseball.
8
in the
swings
top
at a
30.
golf ball.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not good at golf. I'm not good at baseball. I'm not good at sports. Now, here's a tough one. Because something I do regularly is play pickleball. But I don't think I'm in the top 30% of pickleball players.
I think I am.
I've heard raving reports about you. I'm excited to play with you at some point.
Yeah.
I've heard you're unbelievable.
It took me like 3 games to get the hold of it. Now I'm just an all-star.
You're just an athlete.
Yeah. I think it also helps that I'm a little bit younger, more spry than everyone else, so I can move a little bit better.
Oh, so you're calling everybody else old?
No, I'm calling myself a super athlete.
young and
Yeah.
I heard everybody else is old. Okay, Josh, what are you good at?
I don't actually know many things to list. You'd probably be better at listing it than I would.
Words.
Yeah. I don't
He's
really,
good at vocabulary.
I'm in the bottom 30% for that.
I don't see the reason I brought up and mentioned this is because I view myself as not good at almost everything. And then if I'm good at it, it surprises me. You wake up and you blank excellence in your mind. And that's the fascinating part.
We're on YouTube. You can say it. Yeah, I wake up and I piss excellence. Absolutely. For some things, but other things not so much. Now, Chris says this, Strouf, can you just have ingredients and make something without having instructions or recipes? Yes, I can. And the other part of this is, I want to go on Chopped.
That also just comes from cooking enough and knowing enough recipes that once you see something, they tell the story themselves. And that's just repetition and doing it and cooking. Like, when I think of a good cook, I think of somebody who's like creating new things, uncharted territory, not somebody who like makes a ham and cheese slider.
I create.
Well, hold on. That's a party dish. That's not a dinner.
Josh, I showed you my lunch today. It looked pretty good.
What'd you have today?
I had some ground chicken.
Hold on. Let me guess. Ground chicken, rice.
Nope, no rice.
Eggs.
No. I air fried a tortilla and crumpled it up for like tortilla chips.
Huh. Okay, interesting.
Innovative.
Interesting.
Yeah, innovative that he then put into the microwave and they all got soggy, so the crisp went away.
That did happen.
Which I warned him about when he showed it to me this morning as we were trading early morning greetings.
Early morning greetings.
Also, cooking with Kraft singles so overrated. Or underrated, I mean. Kraft singles rock.
I actually agree with you. I don't use them anymore, but it is good, like easy to melt.
If you're giving me a grilled cheese and it has anything other than Kraft singles, you can shove it up.
Oh, come on.
You know what?
I got a list. I'm making a list of things in 2026 that rock.
What are your opinions on sourdough?
This is fine.
Because I make a good sourdough grilled cheese, and I'll do like a pepper jack.
I don't want your fancy. I want.
You like jalapenos?
What?
You
No, yes,
like
of course.
So like a jalapeno grilled cheese?
I know. I want my grilled cheese to be gooey and made with processed cheese.
Just Wonder Bread and processed cheese, nothing else.
Yeah, I'm fine with that, actually.
Yeah,
I have no problem with that.
the places you go and they give you these fancy, super thick pieces of toast and then 6 different cheeses. Give me the Kraft singles.
I don't know. I had a grilled cheese down in Waco at the Magnolia Chip and Joanna Gaines place when Sarah and I went to Texas, and they had a grilled cheese there, and it was incredible. Like when you have a real professional making one, it's awesome. I don't want somebody else trying to get fancy with it.
But also, I guess I'm confused by this, Hunter. Why'd you go to a restaurant and order a grilled cheese?
That's always my rub. I can't get over just ordering a grilled cheese.
I mean,
it would have to be, we have the best grilled cheeses around.
Yeah, famous for the grilled cheese.
I mean, it had bacon in it. Like, it was just one of those where I'm like, this sounds really good. Like, I don't know. They called it a grilled cheese. It was delicious.
And they usually put some fancy bacon jalapeno jam in there.
Oh, that sounds so good. I didn't eat lunch today. You're doing this on purpose. DTM, Dan the Man is here. That's Will's father, DTM8 on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Will's father is in the chat. He said you pogo sticked in a 4th of July parade?
I did. I was a part of I forget what I was doing it for. It might have been my local youth football organization or whatever, since I played and I pogo sticked in the parade instead of walking.
You like the whole length of it?
So you've always been a look at me guy.
I mean, I just liked pogo sticking. I wanted to use my pogo stick.
He's all about
when
the
stick.
stick.
When did you discover you were good at that?
I don't know. My aunt got me a pogo stick when I was younger, and then I just got really good at it. I can go no hands. I'm pretty solid pogo.
No hands
sticker.
on a pogo stick.
Yeah.
That sounds incredibly dangerous.
I'm good at it.
Yeah.
But how does it stay connected to your feet?
You use your knees and your thighs.
Oh, you lock it in between you?
Yeah.
Like you're a stripper?
It's a lot of balance, which I don't know how you'd thrive.
Balance not.
Yeah, I don't know if you can understand that or wrap your head around it.
No, balance is something I'm not familiar with. So no, I can't wrap my head around it. Fair point. Okay. Interesting. What else are you good at?
Watching movies.
Josh just gave me the look of we're still doing this.
Yeah.
Okay. We can move on if you want to do that, Josh.
Wait. Everyone else gets to say what they're good at, and then I get skipped over.
Say.
You were about
Josh
to do that.
Josh gave me the look. Hunter, what are you good at?
I'm going to get made fun of for this, but the Batman Arkham Knight game, they had
I don't know what that is.
So it came out years ago. Yeah, video game. I was in the top 100 in the world on Batmobile racetrack stuff and some of the other parts of that game. So it's the only thing that I'm good at.
Fascinating. Only thing you're good at.
I mean, okay, fine. I feel like I'm good at my job. Okay, I'll do all of that.
Yeah, well, that box is checked. I don't think you have your job if you suck at it. That applies to anybody in any field. Well, Jesse Nelson still works there.
Plenty of people doing things they aren't all that good at.
Yeah, that was a rude shot at Jesse. Sorry, Jesse.
Yeah, I wasn't even saying that in specific. I was just saying I've worked a lot of places. A lot of people are really bad at it.
People are incompetent.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about that. Okay. Well, I would like to hear from the MIA. One thing you think you're good at. No repeats. One thing you think you're good at. And then we're going to go to the draft ranking at NFL.com because this did catch, rightfully so, everybody's attention. It's a fascinating list over at NFL.com where experts rank the 2025 draft classes for each team, 1 through 32, and their contributions in year one. Will, congratulations. The Chicago Bears are number 1 on that list in terms of rookies' contributions this season to a team. Bears number 1. Makes sense, though.
It's huge, especially since I berated Ryan Poles in week 2 for Will's week. I just made a video kind of just taking shots at all of his draft picks, and then he put together the best draft of any team, according to NFL.com.
Yeah, in year 1, right? And obviously you can't write a draft class off in 1 year, which we're not going to do here, but I do want to discuss the fact that the Packers came in at number 32. They were viewed to have the worst draft class, and this is in terms of contribution in year 1. It's not, hey, this draft class sucks, write them all off. It's just, hey, they didn't really do anything much for the Green Bay Packers. Think about the rookies this year. Matthew Golden, well, we were all disappointed with his lack of usage. Anthony Belton was probably the high spot for rookies, Josh, right? Belton would be number 1 in terms of his contributions. Yep. And then Savion Williams, he's a gadget guy, got some looks, did some...
To me, that was
scored 1 touchdown.
Their worst pick.
That seems to be a popular opinion that I'm a little bit confused by, but we can dive into that in a second. And then otherwise, I mean, there was really no contributions, right? Barron, Sorrell, Colin Oliver didn't play till week 18. The cornerback they drafted in the 7th round, Michael Robinson, didn't even end up playing for the Packers. Like, there's a lot of in that 2025 draft class. And the fact they go down to number 32 in year 1 is not the most encouraging sign when you are a Packers fan and believe they are in the middle of their championship window. And going into this offseason, which is going to be a massive one for Goody, and we can dive a little bit deeper into that in a moment, I just struggle with, like, okay, who's going to take that jump? Who's going to make that year 2 leap? Because that happens a lot in the NFL. Don't do much in year 1, make that year 2 leap. I think a lot of us feel confident about Matthew Golden. Right? Golden can go from year 1 to year 2 and make a significant jump. We saw it in the playoff game against Chicago. What he was able to do on that touchdown was unbelievable. And he's got a lot of attributes that star receivers in the National Football League have. So I'm not worried about him. Belton seems to be the future right guard, which is a good thing. From there on out, though, that's where I go, we will see. You know, Colin Oliver, there's some sexiness around him for sure. Barron Sorrell looks like he could maybe be a dude. But ranking 32, not surprising to me, Joshy. Were you surprised that they took dead last place?
No, and it's largely heavily weighted because of Matthew Golden's lack of contribution to the team. I point solely at the Green Bay coaching staff for that. I think if you read between the lines of a lot of what Goody said in his season-ending press conference, he intimated that he didn't think people were used enough or used in the right way, which if there's ever a case for that, that is obviously going to be a big factor, because I don't think he was used the right way nor near enough, because the comfortability of Romeo Doubs outweighed maybe the playmaking ability of Matthew Golden. I don't, like, what am I supposed to do with Barron Sorrell and Colin Oliver being hurt? Like, how am I supposed to grade that?
You can't do much.
That's why these post grades, especially one season, are so foolish to me. They happen every year. People love reading them and love talking about them.
But you will agree with me on this, though. It's much better than immediately after the draft grades. Those are the bane of my existence. I hate draft grades.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're nearly as close to worthless.
I at least like that these rankings, and again, this is not gospel we're talking about, but we are talking about, okay, at least you have some evidence, right? In year 1, what did your rookies do for you? For the Bears, they played a huge role, and it was a huge reason why the Bears were as successful as they were this season. They won a playoff game. They won the NFC North. The rookies played a huge role.
I'd venture a guess if you went back and looked at all the Packers draft classes, even the good ones, a lot of them would have poor ratings because they didn't.
After year 1?
Yes, because a lot of guys just in Green Bay historically do not contribute, largely because the Packers draft a different way than other teams. They're very future focused. It's often filling needs, but it's not that they're like complete. They are not drafting a guy with intention for them to be a star in year 1.
That's true for the most part. I think 2023 is the one argument, but nobody was necessarily a star. But I mean, they drafted their leading receiver in the 2nd round. They drafted their tight end of the future. Well, they thought their tight end of the future in the 2nd round, and then their actual tight end of the future in the 3rd round.
Right, but
Carl Brooks played some decent snaps in 23.
Right, but I mean,
Carrington Valentine got thrown in as a 7th round pick. Like, they were probably close to the top of this list a couple of years ago.
No.
23?
No. Christian Watson wasn't a factor in 23. Aside from that,
Christian Watson wasn't a rookie in 23.
Who are you referring to?
This is the Lucas Van Ness class. So Luke Musgrave, Jaden Reed, Tucker Kraft, Colby Wooden, Dontavian Wicks, Carl Brooks.
Yeah, I'm
Carrington
sure people
Valentine.
are excited about Jaden Reed.
Carrington Valentine played a ton. He was good. Played a ton of games that year as a second-round pick.
He was forced into it. Like
Right.
it wasn't a plan. Like what I'm supposed to do with those grades means nothing because we're moving. Luke Musgrave isn't worth junk. Jaden Reed was coming off an injured year now. Like it's vacuuming to a single season to me. It doesn't hold much value. You weren't drafting Matthew Golden in the first round for him to be an immediate contributor. That seems evident.
Yeah.
With how deep that wide receiver room is. Savion Williams to me is the one that's weird because he was never a particularly good wide receiver. He wasn't a good return man. He was on the roster and then was put on IR. I think that was. I don't think he was as hurt as being put on the IR. I think they needed the roster spot.
Real quick, I found the 2023 article.
Yeah.
What's your guess?
17.
Higher.
8.
Higher.
3.
Lower. 5.
4.
5. Fifth. Behind. Now, also, I mean, some of these classes are bonkers. The Detroit Lions were fourth.
Yes.
Jameer Gibbs, Jack Campbell, Sam Laporta, Brian Branch.
Yeah, I mean.
Don't
Rams
disrespect Hendon Hooker.
Sorry. Rams were number 3.
It's because they had the 2 defensive guys.
No, Puka Nacua in round 5 was their big one.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh was number 2. That was the Nick Herbig, Keanu Benton class. Joey Porter Jr., Broderick Jones, their offensive tackle, who started 11 games that year. And the number 1 was the Houston Texans. C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson, Tank Dell, etc.
I mean, they sacrificed their future to get that draft class.
They did.
Yeah, they gave up.
I mean, it's worked. They made the playoffs every year.
Yeah.
And now I'm curious, just out of curiosity, where they're at in 2024. I am scrolling. Oh, there they are. Number 10 last year. Jordan Morgan, Edgerrin Cooper, Javon Bullard, Marshawn Lloyd, LOL. Tyron Hopper, Evan Williams. Interesting. So 5, 10 to 32 the last 3 years.
Yeah, and you'll see teams up here like, here's one, 2022. The number 1 team, the Arizona Cardinals. What has that gotten them? The number 2 team, the Atlanta Falcons. What has that gotten them?
I like this series, though. This is kind of just fun to look back on. 2022, the Jets were number 1.
Oh, I'm reading their grades. So A- for the Cardinals.
Jets got an A. Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall.
Yeah, how's that going?
Yeah, not well. Well, Sauce Gardner's not there anymore. Breece Hall probably won't be there anymore.
You're correct.
Lions were number 2 in this class. This is the Aiden Hutchinson, Jamison Williams draft for them. 2022. Who did the Packers draft in 22? That was before Van Ness was who?
That was the Quay Walker,
Correct.
Devontae Wyatt.
Yes.
And the Packers got an A for that. Because then it was Christian Watson, Sean Ryan.
Well, I am scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. They were low in 22. 23 overall, C grade at the end of the year. So you must be looking at post-draft grades. I'm looking at end-of-season grades.
Gotcha.
They got a C. Yeah, Quay Walker, Devontae Wyatt year. It's a very interesting series.
Well, also, after 1 year, say, of this 2022 class, you would have known nothing about Rasheed Walker and him being now one of the most coveted free agents.
Yeah.
Zach Tom, I feel like we knew he was pretty good as a rookie, but we were unsure of.
We didn't realize how good.
And now he's like a guy who, if he's healthy, he's all pro level.
Yeah.
Sean Ryan was a nobody for 3 seasons until forced to play, and then actually a pretty good pick.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can't write him off after 1 year, but ranking dead last is certainly eye-opening.
Yeah.
Because you want rookies that contribute, and especially now that you're not going to have a first-round pick for the next 2 years.
I think fans want rookies that can contribute.
I think every team wants rookies that can contribute.
I don't think Brian Gutekunst has any concern about what they do as rookies.
But I guess as the youngest team in the league, doesn't that imply that you want rookies to contribute?
Sometimes it doesn't.
And this year, seemingly, it didn't.
You can't take Brian Gutekunst at his word. It's simply impossible.
But 2020, that's true. 2024, that was a really good draft class for him. It was effective right away.
And then there's also the context of what phase of team building are they on?
Yeah, true.
Because as they start, like, they relied on more young guys than like true rookies or second year guys than they'll probably have to for a while.
Yeah, correct, because they've continued to be the youngest team in the league. They're developing. They're in the championship window, and it all boils down to opportunity at the end of the day.
Right.
And that's why you shouldn't be freaking out and saying fire Goody. You shouldn't be grabbing the pitchforks and torches and heading to 1265, because I don't think this is an indictment on Goody by any means. And I think that'd be the incorrect overreaction here. I think the indictment more so is on, okay, if you're upset with Matthew Golden's usage, that's an indictment on LaFleur and the offensive staff for not having him, A, ready and B, involved.
What did this little thing grade James Pierce in the Atlanta Falcons?
Let me look.
Because didn't he have like 12 sacks? But now they're feeling about him now when he's likely never.
Well, this came out after the James Pierce news, so that's actually a really interesting thought by you. But now I am struggling to find it. Give me one moment.
Because what do you like? Marshawn Lloyd is the worst pick possible. He's played 6 snaps. But the Packers didn't know he was going to have a litany of injuries. So, like, retroactively, it's a bad pick. I don't know what it would have been if he stayed healthy.
The Atlanta Falcons. I am scrolling and scrolling. So.
Strouf, while you scroll, I was just going to ask you, Josh, because, like you said, like, Goody doesn't really care about the, like, production right away. But I know we've been doing a lot of the comparing the Packers to what Seattle just did, and like, how can they emulate anything, or is there anything to emulate? And like, Seattle's first 2 picks were genuine contributors for them. So like, is that an issue for Goody that he needs to expect better production?
I don't think
that's a good point.
I don't think what we're talking about right now is as Goody based as we want it to be. I think there's more disconnect amongst those two, and I've been thinking about this. Is it possible that both Goody and Matt LaFleur individually are good at their jobs? Yes.
Yeah.
When you put them together, is it the wrong recipe of team leaders when it comes to building a winning and sustained franchise?
You can't definitively say yes or no.
Right. And that's what I'm wondering, because I don't know. Because it seems like it seems at times the way the Green Bay Packers are trying to do things from the draft, and then when they get on the field and start running plays, there's sort of mixed signals happening.
Sure.
And I don't know what to make of that. Is it common other places? I'm paying more attention, obviously, to the Green Bay Packers and the finer points. But is the structure a barrier for them being like? I think it sort of seems like, if you wanted to say it, Brian Gutekunst thinks that a guy like Matthew Golden should have been used a lot more and probably should have been used to spell and switch off snaps with Romeo Doubs. That's not what ended up happening.
Sure.
He talked about learning on the job, and these guys get experience by playing the game. Well, why does that apply to everyone but Matthew Golden?
Yeah.
Anthony Belton was thrown into it. Also, Jordan Morgan, drafted to be a left tackle, talked about wanting to be a left tackle. He played
Hasn't
right
played left tackle.
He played right guard. He played left guard.
Hasn't played left tackle, which he will this year. But
right.
It's a good point. Now, that's a different conversation, obviously. But
well,
go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say then, if there is that disconnect, does that mean they need to have a divorce? And it almost feels like that, like they're almost like a toxic couple that they need to break up. They're great apart, but those two together, it's just they're not the right type of people to be together.
See, this is what I struggle with. And look, I understand if you have criticism on Brian Gutekunst or Matt LaFleur. I don't think either of them have been perfect. But to say they're not the right pairing, I think is wrong. And that's not me saying they are the correct pairing and they'll definitely win a Super Bowl. But they're consistently in the playoffs. They've hit on a lot of crucial draft picks. I mean, like, they're better than the rest of the league in terms of consistency together. Now, you can make the argument of complacency, and that's why I think it's fair if you want to take that shot. But they're always there. And a lot of teams can't say that, right? I used this example before the postseason began. Kansas City, not in the dance this year. Detroit, not in the dance this year. Washington, not in the dance this year. These teams that have a couple of years where they're there haven't been as consistently in the picture as the Packers. So that's why I think it would be insincere and incorrect to say they're definitely the wrong pair together and call it a toxic relationship. I just don't think that analogy works here. because they've been successful, just not as successful as obviously people that call Green Bay title town would like them to be.
Yeah, I think they are both just good enough to keep you in a 7th seed or maybe winning a division every few years, even though it's been quite a while. Like that's to me, that is what I could tell you I know about this franchise right now and its leaders. Just good enough.
Yeah. And that's where I think the criticism's fair.
Yeah.
If that's your criticism, fine.
Yeah, I guess I don't remember a rookie who was sort of gifted a spot to start and then immediately contributed in like a massive way. Like, I guess you could say Evan Williams and Javon Bullard fought for that.
But Evan Williams wasn't immediate.
Right, they weren't that impressive, but they were also like later round picks.
Edrin Cooper.
Yeah. But also remember how he was treated.
Yeah.
We kept saying, "Can you please put this guy on the field?" And they kept saying, "No, we know better than you."
And they didn't.
What?
And well, I mean, maybe they did. I don't know how he was in year 2.
Yeah, I mean, he made mistakes, but he's making mistakes with a guy like Quay Walker, who, I mean, he's not perfect.
Yeah.
We've seen enough. We know what he's got.
Right. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not freaking out about this. It's not the end of the world. I just thought it was interesting that they were dead last, right? If they were 27th, I'm probably not talking about this list. But to be 32nd tells you a couple things. And again, I don't think it tells you Goody's a bad drafter. They're bad at developing. But I do think it means, there just was an opportunity there, and / nobody really rose to the occasion in year 1. But hopefully that'll change for a couple guys in year 2. So we will see. But you can't write off the class after 1 year, especially the guys at the top of that class, the guy at the top of that class, and Matthew Golden. Because I think he's going to have a big year 2, especially with no Romeo Doubs. Right, he's going to eat up a lot of those snaps. You know, as much time as I have spent recently, and I'm going to go more negative here in a little bit because I want to talk about how they approach this offseason because I'm rather confused on it. I do want to go positive for a moment because I've spent so much time the last few weeks negatively. They lost in the playoffs to the Bears. They're not good enough. They're running it back with the staff. Cornerback, interior defensive line, offensive line, it's all bugaboos. There's this mess. Right? Like, I feel like I've been so negative. And you guys know me. I'm a positive guy. Glass half full guy. My feet hit the ground in the morning, and I'm positive, and I'm smiling, and I'm singing. And I piss excellence, as Joshy said before. So I do want to go positive. I'm really excited for the Packers wide receiver room in 2026. I think it's a really exciting room. Now, Romeo Doubs might be missed more than we want to admit because I do view him as kind of just like a guy. He's like a good number 2 or number 3 receiver. But clearly that was Love's security blanket through the first 3 years he was the starting quarterback. But Watson looks like he's number 1. Matthew Golden has the opportunity to elevate in year 2. Jaden Reed will be fully healthy, dealt with a couple of injuries this year. If we want to count Tucker Kraft in this, obviously he looks like he could be one of the best tight ends in football. This passing game, specifically the receivers, really, really excite me for 2026. There's my positive Packers note of the day. I feel like I've been so negative this week.
I mean, I think it's the best case of any position group to be optimistic about.
Yeah.
And I do want to warn everybody, if the offense looks a lot better with Matthew Golden on the field more and sans Romeo Doubs and running the offense through them and Christian Watson, I'm going to be annoying. I'm going to be insufferable.
So? Yeah.
I mean, I think everybody, not everybody, there's a few people are with me. Everybody's overrated Romeo Doubs because he's theirs, not because he's that talented.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I think that's totally fair.
And I think it's going to become apparent when you see the guy who's going to move. He's going to move into that same position, be asked to do the same things, and it's going to look worlds different.
I do agree with that point, but I just want to go back to what you said on Dobbs. I think it's important to acknowledge the relationship between the quarterback and him, though.
I don't. I think it was an active hindrance.
I don't mean the friendship. I mean on the field production, chemistry, etc.
I believe it was an active hindrance to the offense.
I think that's an overreaction.
No, I think maybe
he was their leading receiver.
Maybe it could have been the case. Yeah, but Christian Watson played half a season.
Tucker Kraft played half a season.
Like
Jaden Reed played less than half a season.
Yes, those factors are all, and some of it's going to be Jaden Reed's going to look a lot better and probably be used a lot more. That's going to be a factor.
Yeah.
But He is a
Who's your
Tucker Kraft at the end of the year led the team in yak.
Oh boy.
Romeo Doubs was targeted more than any other receiver and did jack squat with it.
Notice how I tried to do a positive segment and Josh is yelling? I want to throw that out there.
I can't tell you how bad that is.
I was doing a positive
and how
thing.
embarrassing it is. The positivity is gone. The anchor around our neck is leaving, hopefully.
Wow.
God willing.
That was a rather loud reaction.
Yes.
Keep up the good work, Josh.
Unnecessarily loud.
You're welcome.
I don't know that we needed to get all fired up like that.
Keep up the good work, Josh.
It drives me insane.
Yes, he did.
I
I
can
feel
tell.
like I'm crazy.
Okay. All right.
Romeo Doubs is the guy amongst guys. You Google Jag, boop, Romeo Doubs' face pops onto the screen.
Again, I don't disagree, but he was good for the Packers.
Yeah, and Randall Cobb was a good third down option for Aaron Rodgers his final year. It didn't mean jack squat.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
The ball probably would have been better served going to guys like, I don't know, Christian Watson.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Good
Other
news.
teams aren't looking around and going, gosh, do we need to bring Romeo Doubs in here?
There was a time with Dobbs where I think there could have been a path for him to be almost like a Wes
Yeah, and it's
Welker
the
type.
game-
Like it would have
And it's
been
the game you remember the most. The game against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
yeah. It was right after that, and I was like, "Oh man, he might just turn into a guy that he
might
could
be
go
a
off, but
dude.
he's gonna always get you 5-6 yards when you need it,
Yeah.
and he's just gonna figure out a way to be open when they need it, and it's gonna be annoying. And he gets you 5-6 yards, but he'll get you 5-6 when you need 8-9.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly that. And he'll probably drop more balls than he should, even though Mr. Strong Hands.
Come on, Josh. Come on.
Gripes.
Come on, man. I just again want to acknowledge that was our positive Packers talk.
Yeah, brighter days are ahead. That's the positivity.
Good pop.
Keep up the good work, Josh.
All right. I'm going negative again.
Oh, jeez.
I actually think you're going to be the positive one here. Because I'm a little worried about this offseason. There are some hard decisions to make on guys we view, maybe not Rashawn Gary, but guys we view as good players. Could be Josh Jacobs. Obviously, Elton Jenkins is in there. Quay Walker's going to walk. No pun intended. Like, there's some difficult decisions to be made from a contract perspective on guys we view as good players. The Packers also rank 25th in cap flexibility entering this offseason, meaning don't expect any big splashes in free agency unless somehow they do a swap, right? So if they were to sign Breece Hall, release Josh Jacobs. But I don't think you should expect any sexy, savvy moves in free agency because the cap flexibility just isn't really there. Now, Russ Ball, we will all acknowledge, is a magician. He makes things happen. He makes the books work. And we are appreciative of him. That's why he received a contract extension. But from a no first-round pick, from a lack of cap flexibility, from a lot of holes to fill perspective, I don't know how they fix everything. And we talked about this last offseason when they had a first-round pick and they had more ability to sign free agents. That I don't know how they were going to fix everything there either. Now, they traded for Micah Parsons. That was a big upgrade on the pass rush. But they didn't fix cornerback, which was already a concern last year. They signed Nate Hobbs. We thought, okay, maybe they got something in him. Nope. No, they do not. I just struggle with how. The how, Joshy. How the bread is buttered. How the cake is made. I'm struggling with the how. And I've been finding myself thinking a lot about the how of this Packers offseason. Am I overreacting?
I think to a degree, because I think there's plenty of space. There's a website here.
Ooh,
and
website.
I'm going to... I need you to filibuster here while I try and figure it out.
Sure. Well, why are you texting us? What did we do?
I just looked up just a guy in Romeo Dobbs.
Oh,
Was the
okay.
first
I was-
player of the population.
Working on getting that put up onto the stream here for everyone.
Just put it up whenever
So
you
it's
can.
a website
no
called
rush.
sticktothemodel.com.
Am I done filibustering?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a website called sticktothemodel.com. And it allows you the ability to go in and you are able to cut. You are able to extend.
Ooh, what's it called?
Sticktothemodel.com. I've spent more time on this. I'm sorry I haven't shared it earlier. That's on me because I'm sure all of us dorks would like to do that.
This is
here.
a fun tool.
But it allows you to cut. You can even trade. You could extend, and then you can also do like the void year restructure stuff. And the number you get to is a plenty. And now this is only doing its best because, as we know, the Packers are pretty unique in the way they structure a lot of their contracts. They're pretty unique in the way that they're able to farm money. The one thing I'll take at face value is that Brian Gutekunst believes he can do whatever he wants when it comes to free agency.
This website rocks.
Yes. So you cut Rashawn Gary, you save yourself $10 million. You're already in the positive.
Post June 1st, $18 million.
Oh.
If you designate him as a post June 1.
See, I was just hitting cut. But yes, even better. So you get to these numbers, and then you can even restructure guys like Tom.
Okay. I'm telling you this right now. When we get back from our sabbatical, I'm going to have the blueprint. Don't laugh. I'm being dead serious. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. I'm not joking.
I don't.
So I am already teasing an episode that is 10 days away of Mr. Irrelevant. On Monday, February 23rd, I will have the Packers offseason blueprint for you. Josh, you just changed my life. Just changed it. Mm-hmm. I can no longer say you've never done anything for me. Wow.
I don't think that was accurate when you said it, but I understand the gravity of what you're saying.
No, you did. So coming up on February 23rd, the Monday edition of Mr. Relevant after me and Josh's sabbatical, separate sabbatical. Sabbaticals? Separate sabbaticals? Mm-hmm. Monday, February 23rd, Alex Strouf has the Packers offseason blueprint. I feel like, you ever watch Always Sunny?
Not enough to know what you're about to reference.
No, probably because it's a very popular meme. Danny in the show. Danny. Charlie. Charlie Day.
Friend.
Charlie Day. Charlie in the show. I don't know why I said Danny. Has a whiteboard with like yarn and he looks like a crazy mad scientist. That's going to be me. I'm going to bring props. Monday, February 23rd might be the best or worst episode. No, it's going to be the best. I'm going to have a whiteboard. We're going to be doing camera work. Well, you and Will are both going to be working hard. Monday, February 23rd might be the best. And I'm going to make Josh shit in a school desk. We need to get you a school desk, and you're going to sit in it.
You're gonna make him what? In school desk?
Whoa! Let's go back.
Good thing it's YouTube.
Did I say?
Yes,
We're gonna get demonetized because of that one.
You added a letter to sit.
I didn't mean to do that.
We know you didn't, but you said it, and I said, "Whoa!"
Sit in a school desk.
Gonna be the adult only version of Mr. Irrelevant After Dark.
Two guys.
Stop.
One team. Several contracts. He's going to sit in a school desk.
Yep.
Like Billy Madison.
Yeah, and I'm going to have a whiteboard. Oh, dude, we're actually onto something here.
Need to get Josh one of those like twirly hats or whatever.
Can you work on finding a school desk we could rent for a day, Josh or Will?
Yeah, I'll talk to my contact.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks.
I don't know if that's a contact you want to talk about.
What's that mean? Ex-girlfriend?
No, having a contact to school.
Hey, what if he's dating a teacher?
Why does your mind instantly go to romantic relationships?
You talking to me or Josh?
You.
He's infamously single.
Yeah. What's your?
Whoa, infamously.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
it's all we talk about.
What's your Valentine's Day plans tomorrow, William?
I don't know. Are there any games on tomorrow?
You know what is on tomorrow?
I do have a bunch
Puck.
of. Yeah, there's Puck.
Okay, we'll talk about Puck in a minute.
I got a bunch of movies I've added to watch later that I'll probably get into.
Do you attempt to pick up girls?
No.
Not at all.
No, not really.
If you're like at a tavern, you see a pretty girl.
Tavern.
Are you approaching?
No.
What's wrong with the word tavern?
It's just it's an old guy thing to me.
I always say tavern. I love that word.
You old guys.
I've caught on.
it's like me calling coffee a cup of mud. Just something I do. So you don't ever approach women?
Not usually. Not out of the blue.
Do you need a wingman?
If you're asking to be my wingman, then no.
No, I'm not asking to be your wingman, though I am very good at it.
No.
See, here we go again.
That's
Very good
something
at
I'm
things.
at. I'm a good wingman. That's one. Will, can I bring it on the air or no?
Yeah, I don't care.
I successfully secured Will a phone number once.
I've heard.
Uh-oh, breaking news.
Oh, that you got Will a phone number.
Yeah, this was months and months ago. I don't think he ever called her.
Infamously single, and then it's breaking news when I get a phone number. What a week.
Did you ever call her?
No.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you call her?
Better things to do.
Like?
Rewatch The Dark Knight.
Now you're tugging at Hunter's heartstrings.
Yeah.
Rewatch Interstellar.
If there was
Yeah.
one movie you could say you're rewatching, and Hunter, who by the way is probably the biggest romantic on the show, I would say I'm number 2. Hunter, the biggest romantic on the show. If there's one way you could convince Hunter that not calling this woman was a good idea,
Watch a Batman movie.
it's bingo, bingo. Dr. Denver Dan, dude, Strouf would be a great wingman. Strouf, did you follow up with her? It's funny you ask. I have seen her since, and she said, "Yeah, your buddy never called me. I believe she actually said your cute friend never called me."
Will.
See, she's still interested, Will. You still got a
This was, like,
chance.
within the last couple months.
I'm playing the long game.
Whoa.
I'm not even sure you're playing the game. If you haven't even
I
called.
don't think he's playing the game. Yeah, but yeah, she said I saw her semi recently, within the last 2 months, and she said, "Hey, your cute friend never called me."
Will's starting
And I
to
said-
blush.
And well, then I followed up with, I don't have any cute friends. Who's my cute friend?
Good one.
And she said, "Oh, Will." And I said, "Oh, yeah, forgot about that. He never called you, Will."
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah, and man, no judgment. I'm just throwing it out there.
So while you guys have been dilly-dallying...
Don't blueprint it yet. Save it for the 23rd.
No, I'm not going to tell you exactly what, but I've extended 4 players, cut 3, and restructured 1, and the Packers have $48 million in cap space.
Who are the 4 you cut?
The 3 I cut were Rashawn Gary, Elton Jenkins, and Luke Musgrave.
Luke Musgrave.
Yeah, see you, brother. Have a good time.
I can't wait to give you my blueprint. And if you want to come up with one too, Josh, that's fine.
Yeah, well, we'll let you do yours. It'll be cute and fun, and then we'll get.
Should we do Strophy's blueprint Monday, Joshy's blueprint Wednesday?
No.
Okay.
No, it should all be one conversation.
I feel like that's going to get a little confusing.
Look at this. I can acquire Will McDonald, the guy the Packers should have taken over Lucas Van Ness, for pick 120 and pick 200. What a screaming hot deal.
Well, let's be realistic with the blueprint, Joshy. They're not trading for another guy.
It's offered to me. I'll do no trades.
All right, real quick, let's talk about the Bucks. Clearly, no tank in sight. They've won 5 of their last 6. They beat the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder last night. Usman Zhang fills in for Miles Turner and scores 19 points in only his 3rd game as a member of the Milwaukee Bucks. That comes off the tail of the night prior, when Cam Thomas scored 39 points in his 2nd game
34
as a member of the Milwaukee Bucks. That was 39. 34?
34. Did it in my
okay,
sports
not bad.
center the day after.
I mean, I trust you.
It was 34.
Okay, my bad.
It was 34.
Thanks, guys. I got it.
34.
34.
Cam Thomas scores 34 points. 39 points in the Wednesday night win over Orlando. And Giannis has this unbelievable grin where he goes, "Oh, bleep. Oh, Joshy's desk. We might be onto something." Look, I don't think an offense of a starting 5, let's say, of Kevin Porter Jr., Ryan Rollins, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Usman Zhang, and Miles Turner is necessarily a championship starting 5 with Cam Thomas coming off the bench. And I certainly don't think Cam Thomas, KPJ, and Giannis work together on a floor where there's only one basketball. But I am intrigued that all of a sudden the Bucks are fun. And I don't know if they're playing fun basketball, but they're playing winning basketball, and that's the part that matters to Giannis. we said it last week when the trade deadline came around, or at least I said it. I don't know that Josh agreed with this point that I made, but I think you need assets. You need the ability to win Giannis back over. And in that perspective, time is an asset. And they bought themselves time. They wanted to get to the offseason. The Bucks winning 5 of their last 6, while Giannis is sidelined and has the intention on coming back within the next few weeks, and continue to keep them in play of the play-in. It's just interesting to me. I don't think that guarantees anything. I don't think it makes Giannis a ton more likely to sign the Supermax if we get to that point in this offseason. But the Bucks are kind of playing interesting basketball all of a sudden in this Ousmane Dieng and Cam Thomas moves made right around the deadline. They might not suck, which is fascinating to me because I didn't think Dieng was going to be anything, and he's been kind of fun for them. And Cam Thomas, we know he can score. What's his role when Giannis is on the floor? I don't know. But he seems like he could be a fun piece. Am I all of a sudden going, oh, okay, maybe you're telling me there's a chance? I think that's where I'm at as we head into the All-Star break. I think I'm telling you, I think there could maybe tiny bit, possibly, a chance. They're going to be a play-in team at best. And I'd probably prefer the lottery pick because I don't think they're winning a title. But you get Giannis back. You've got some fun new contributors. You've got young up-and-comers and Ryan Rollins, who obviously had a rough night on Monday, and KPJ. AJ Green could shoot the ball. Again, I'm not saying it's a title team.
But the oos is loose.
The oos is loose indeed. Well said. Joshua, where are you at on the Bucks? I have no idea what your pulse is.
Disinterested. Wish they were tanking.
But tanking's illegal, Josh. The Utah Jazz got popped for $500,000.
Yeah. The interesting part, and I don't think anybody's really had the desire to talk about it, is Giannis can, through sheer force of will, play his way out of being a Milwaukee Buck.
You're saying if he plays and they start losing again?
No. If they win and they make it into the playoffs, knock themselves out of the lottery, a chance of having a good pick, he has a better case for leaving in the offseason because the one asset they have that is extremely valuable, that is a fluctuating scale of valuability.
Look, I hear you. I think from a managerial standpoint / if I'm the Bucks, that doctor ain't clearing Giannis. You're making him sit the entire season. But the reality of the situation is you also have to manage Giannis's feelings. Do you want to win him back over? Do you want him to stay in Milwaukee? If he wants to play, he's playing. You want to be on the best terms possible with Giannis. And you're right. In your hypothetical, he could, in theory, drag their asses to the playoffs and no longer have a lottery pick. And that would be bad for the future. It would be. John Horst, as the general manager of the Bucks, has never had a lottery pick. Would be a good time to give him one. But all of a sudden, Cam Thomas is dropping 39, 34 points. Ousmane Dieng's dropping 19. Maybe we got some guys. Giannis is thinking, maybe we got some dudes.
I do think it's a little interesting, the brand of basketball that they've been playing without Giannis.
Agreed.
It seems a lot more team-oriented. I think they had 6 guys in double figures last night, 6 or 7. It just seems a lot more cohesive offensively than when Giannis is playing.
Does that have anything to do with the fact that Doc Rivers did not coach last night?
Potentially.
I saw Darvin Ham talking to the players, like the video of it. I was like, oh, he seems like a guy that, maybe the Lakers thing, like that just wasn't the right organization for him. Like, maybe I'd be okay with Doc moving on. He's a Hall of Fame finalist. Go ahead and just hang it up here at the end, and then we can go Darvin Ham. I'm excited about the Bucks. Also, in the month of February, the 2 games they have lost are the 2 games that they got out-rebounded. Otherwise, they've out-rebounded every team that they have beat in this month. Like, it just feels like these young guys, they've figured something out here with the shooters that they do have. Like, hey, let's get some extra possessions, get some more rebounds, out-rebound these guys, and we can figure out a way to win these games. I mean, it'd be great to have a lottery pick, but whatever can happen to keep Giannis. That's all I care about.
I hear you. All right. Real quick, I do want to talk puck. Joshy's face, he just showed me such a sign of excitement. Obviously, the NHL's been on a break for a week. They'll be on a break through the Olympics because the Olympics are here. U.S. men's hockey team, NHL players back in the mix for the first time since 2014. Is that right, Joshy?
Say what?
NHL players back in the mix. First time since 14,
Hunter
I think.
would know that better.
I think it's 2014.
I'm pretty sure 14, because then, that was the new CBA was like 15 or 16, and then they got rid of it for a little bit.
I'm trying to remember the shootout.
That was 14.
That would have been, Sochi.
I was watching that.
This is appointment television. Like, I give you guys grief for you bringing up hockey because you hate everything else about Wisconsin sports right now. Dude, this is appointment television. I mean, the Four Nations last year went over so well. So well. It was about a year ago at this point, I want to say. And it was an unbelievable spectacle. Now you get it on an even larger stage. This is going to be like, you need to get your ass sat, get your beverage next to you, and watch Olympic hockey. It's the best part of the Winter Olympics, in my opinion.
I think we need a preface.
Go ahead.
When it gets towards the medal rounds and the knockout,
That's when it's appointment television.
it'll be entertaining, especially probably as the U.S. dominates the other teams that are in the prelims. But when the medals are on the line and it's advance or die, that's when it's going to be extremely good. That's exactly what the Four Nations was. And obviously the Olympics are different. They're going to athletes, no matter the amount of money they're making when like medals are on the line, it's going to ramp up to the highest extent. But hockey is like one of those last places, and I think baseball is the same, but it just doesn't have the same intensity because of just the style of the sport. But hockey is so conducive to like sheer speed and excitement and constant action and back and forth that, I always watch it. I've watched the women's hockey team for a long time because that's also extremely fun to watch. I prefer it much to the men's basketball team. And I think the fact that I almost said the Packers, that the United States is underdogs makes it a much more entertaining than like watching the women's soccer team score 15 goals against some nation that has had a soccer team for 5 years.
Yeah, no. Just real quick from our friends at Potawatomi Sportsbook, bet above the rest at Potawatomi Sportsbook. Canada plus 100, USA plus 190.
Uh-huh.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Yeah, with the U.S. being underdogs, you're gonna see this happen in the knockout stage, but that's when you're gonna see one of the Chuck brothers see some poor soul with the puck in the neutral zone, and they're just gonna take the guy's head off and end up in the box for it. But it's going to be early in the game. They're just going to try and basically murder somebody on the ice to get their guys fired up, and it'll work. Like they're playing really good.
I like you pronouncing the T in Kachuk.
Yeah, that was what Strouf was doing last year. I was doing a callback to that when we talked about the fight that they started on Canada.
The Kachuk brothers?
What is the actual pronunciation?
It's Kachuk.
It's Kachuk.
But last year it was Tachuk, so I was just having some fun with the T.
I've never known how to say that. I mean, it is, in my defense, that's a rough last name.
Hockey names are tough.
Yeah, the father Keith was very famous.
For hockey?
Yep.
No,
you
badminton.
He was a St. Louis Blue?
Sure. All right.
I have that right, Hunter?
Let's get to what we missed. Josh and I are off on sabbatical next week, so no show next week. We'll be back with you for my blueprint of the Packers offseason. It's going to be sick. It's going to be a great show. Monday the 23rd. So next week we are off. We're giving Will and Hunter the day off. If you guys want to do a show, call it like Mr. Relevant if you'd like. You're more than welcome to. But I don't want you guys to work too hard while we're gone. So
we'll see. I already got to pick up the pieces.
Them permission.
I already got to pick up the pieces for you guys being gone.
You do. That's accurate. And I appreciate you for doing that. You should take a vacation at some point too. I'll pick up your pieces.
Don't mention it.
We're a team.
He
Don't
won't do
mention
that.
it. Our team. Josh, are you sharing where you're headed?
Yeah, I'm going to New Orleans.
He's already
have you
talked
ever been
about
to
it
New Orleans?
multiple times
Yeah,
on
you're
this
right.
show.
Dr. Denver Dan's
Dr. Denver Dan's going to be
That's
there.
right. Have you been to New Orleans?
I've not.
Is this one of the top cities in the United States you're most excited to go to that you haven't been to?
I would like to go. I think it'd be worth going. It's not like I'm
What,
teaming.
what city is on your U.S. bucket list? Do you
That I
have a city?
haven't gone to? I don't know if there's many. San Francisco I've done. L.A. I've done. Austin I've done. Obviously Chicago, New York, Boston. I haven't been to Boston. I've only was
Boston's
there for
great.
a very short time.
Boston's
I've done D.C.
You should do Boston next.
I've done Miami.
I have not done Miami, and I think I'm afraid I'm too old now.
Nashville, obviously,
Many times.
seems like Nashville to Wisconsinites is like the Dells to Chicago people.
Yep. Correct. We love it down there. Love it in
I
Nashville.
think I've been to Nashville like 4 times.
I've been to Nashville twice.
I'm going to Nashville again this spring.
Nice. Gonna come?
No, it's someone's bachelor party.
That doesn't matter to me.
Not invited.
I'll do a relevant live from Nashville.
Nope.
Live from the Airbnb.
No, you're.
Josh, can I come?
Yeah.
All right.
Strouf, you couldn't handle.
You couldn't hang with us.
Yeah.
Will, any words today?
Conducive. Making a certain situation or outcome likely possible. Likely or possible.
Pretty sure we've done that
Loud
word before.
cheers.
I think we have to, Hunter. I was going to say the same thing, but go ahead.
The loud roar heard from inside Lambeau Field was conducive to a touchdown being scored by the Packers.
Nope. The loud noise would have needed to help them score the touchdown for conducive to work in that one.
Okay.
Want to try again?
Playing primetime football was conducive to the Packers giving up a record amount of rushing yards to Derrick Henry.
Nope.
Well, funny, I don't think that's accurate.
But he's closer. We're getting there.
Yeah, it is true.
Scotty chimes in, Strouf. Miami would be a true test for your wingman capabilities with Will. It's a great point. Want to go to Miami?
No, not with you.
All right, that does it for us today. We're back with you next Monday, the 23rd. We're off next week. Little post-football season sabbatical for us.
We got to get it like Pat McAfee. They're taking like a whole month off.
If we made as much money as Pat McAfee, we'd be taking a month off too.
Greeny famously just disappears until like
Yeah, that's true.
He's like Puxatawny
we are
Phil for
famously-
the football season.
Yeah, right. We are famously not any of those people. We're only taking a week off. A little post-football season unplugged for me and Joshy. We're back with you Monday the 23rd when I lay out my blueprint to the Packers offseason. Love you, MIA. You guys are the best. Always love hanging with you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we'll continue doing that on the 23rd of February. Have a great weekend. Have a great week without us. All the other shows will still be here. You're just going to have to find something to do on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for an hour. We'll talk to you at 2 o'clock at KBN. We'll talk to you on the 23rd right here on Mr. Irrelevant. Peace.